right, second tip is the one that takes, and we are officially underway here at Hominy at their beautiful Memorial Stadium here. Absolutely one of the nicer ones we've been to in quite some time. Immediate turnover, and it'll be the Yale Lady Bulldogs tonight versus the Hominy Indians. And immediately dishes to the paint and scores it. Hominy takes an early 2-0 lead. And back-to-back buckets for Hominy makes it a 4-0 early lead here. And Hominy with the double steal gets to choose pretty much who wants to chase it down and snag it. Jump shot outside the three is no good. Rebound and putback likewise thwarted. Third opportunity is good. And Yale gets on the board, makes it 4-2. And yet another turnover. Hominy almost, and they do turn it over, but steps on the line. Fortunately for her, there was a foul. Otherwise, she was on the process of dribbling right on the line. So 3 turnovers in a row by the Bucks and Bulldogs here early on. It is a tight 4-2 game, only 2 minutes gone by. I'd like to thank First Bank and Hominy for our sponsor feed tonight. We'll be presenting a All-State and Most Outstanding Player Award at halftime of the boys' game to Keegan Walker. Doing an interview with her at the conclusion of that half as well, so stay tuned for that. Crosses midcourt and dishes off into the paint. Double pass goes actually to the second player. Works better for the Lady Bulldogs. They get the jump shot, ties the game 4-4. All right, Yale crosses midcourt and will set their play up just inside 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Loses possession of the ball. That's got to be about the 6th or 7th turnover. Each team really having hard times getting their passes to go through. And there's the pass, and to the hoop scores. So Walker with the assist and easy layup for the Bucks, and they are back on top 6-4. And missed assignment there allowed her to go ahead and penetrate all the way to the bucket. And she'll have an opportunity to shoot a pair of free throws here for 16, almost halfway through first quarter. Wow, that one was just thrown right to her. Some of the passes have been so good that you would assume that they are actually assisting the other team. Wow. I don't even know what she was thinking on that one because she just set her up perfectly. And we score again. Back to a 2-point lead, 8-6 for Hominy. We've had multiple ties now early on, 4 apiece and 6 apiece as well. Dish is off top of the key. Jump shot is just off the mark. No good. Gets the rebound. Battle for the board. Going to have a jump ball called. And another jump shot. No good. Rebound. I apologize for the coach that just kind of keeps stalking the line here. I don't think he realizes he's literally right in front of the camera. Just into the paint. Right there. Didn't think she realized how close she was actually to the bucket. And another turnover against Hominy. We're going to try over here just a little bit to give you a little bit better view of the court. 2 minutes remains here in the first quarter. Tied affair between Hominy and Yale. This is in the paint, flips the ball, gets the partial block, and stolen back. However, it's going to be off of the outstretched hands of Yale. They're trying to do a basic dribble to get possession. Oh, bad pass again. Not sure if they're even really looking where they're throwing it. Most of the time, her head was down on that one, and it went right to the Yale Lady Bulldog defender again. Gonna have a reach and foul called. Timeout by Yale. So interesting strategy. It's not going to be an official foul. It'll be a timeout, but that's exactly where it was headed. 30-second timeout. You're watching PNTV coverage, games of the day. You're at Hominy High School. And now, that was an over. Got by with that one. 1 minute and change to go here in the first quarter. No team is led by more than 4. And thus far, Yale has yet to take the lead. They have tied the game, though. We were tied 0 apiece in 4-4 and 6-6. Each team keeps stopping the pivot and is setting themselves up to have no place to pass. Oh, boy. Hominy will have to do the full length of the court. They'll have 42 seconds remaining before the end of the first quarter. So each team with some turnovers, some difficulty setting picks and picking up the pivot foot and trying to find somebody to pass to, not defended. And a very tight defensive battle, as you can see right there. Another battle for a jump ball. This one is going to go to Yale, so I think we've already had 4 jump balls in the game. They just cannot get a really clean pass before one of the defensive players just zeroes in on it, locks horns, and the battle for the ball. We'll have yet another foul call. 18 seconds remains here in the first quarter. All right, 15 seconds to go, folks. Passes in the paint, kicks it back out. Jump shot is on its way and no good. Rebound number 2 and shot no good. Battling for the ball again. We're going to have our 6th jump ball, our 5th jump ball. And possession will be maintained by Hominy. They're only going to have 2.2 seconds to go. Timeout called. So 2 seconds remains, timeout, and we will have ball back with Hominy. As soon as we return, you're watching Prep Nation TV coverage today. Class A action between the Hominy Bucks and the Yale Bulldogs. And ill-advised timeout before half ends up being not enough time. Your score through one. Hominy 8, Yale 6. We'll head to the second quarter. Well, the pattern remains the same. Possession, turnover, possession, miss shot, possession, jump ball, possession, score. We've just got it kind of 1 out of 4, it seems, going there. Low scoring affair so far. And the post up in the paint is no good. Kicks out, double pass, drives, penetrates. She's going to get the mid range jumper, no good. 0 for 2 there, and here comes the Lady Bulldogs. And again, pulls up the pivot. They have to be careful with that. They've done it 5 or 6 times to where they just stopped dribbling and then there was nobody available to pass to. Jump shot is in. I think that is going to tie it up. Right on the line. Otherwise, would have given Yale their first lead of the game. Tie ball game for the third time. 8 apiece. Oh, good God. No matter where we go, we just cannot get away. Scores in the paint. And another pass deflected. Pulls it, deflected again, gets the steal, and bad pass, turnover. But he had the ball, so we'll have a double turnover possession in effect maintained by Yale. Drives, pulls back, shoots, can't get it to go. Hominy crosses midcourt, dishes off, mid-range jumper is off the mark, and another rebound. So kind of bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. It is a very distinct pattern of play. 10-8 is the lead. Hominy has busted loose 2-0 and then gone up again 6-4, 8-6, 10-8. Each time the game has been tied. That'll put the Lady Bulldogs at the free throw line to shoot yet again. And gets the right call. I'd like to thank First Bank and Hominy for sponsoring tonight's live stream and coverage. Hits the first, misses the second. We will be doing video highlights and conclusion of this game, conclusion of the boys' game, and an interview with Keegan Walker at halftime of the boys' game. Due to inclement weather, we may only just broadcast the one half of the boys' game. We've got about a 3-hour drive, and there's multiple spots that had snow coming in while we came. Walker, the player of the hour for us coming here tonight from the fast pitch team. Just misses the shot. She gets the rebound and bad pass. And once again goes over to the other team and strips the ball loose. Wow. All right, top of the key, dishes off, kind of slings the ball at the bucket, trying to incur the foul. And probably our seventh jump ball of the game. Possession maintained by Hominy. We'll have a substitution here. 12 heads to the bench, 11 on the floor. 1 point ball game, 10-9. The Bucks on top of the Bulldogs. In the paint, shot is no good. Rebound Yale. Nice pass out in front, and this could be the lead. There they go. First lead of the game for Yale, 11-10. Jump shot outside the three is no good. Rebound. Jump shot, no good. Well, Yale is definitely going for the kill there. That is the third three that they have put up in back-to-back-to-back plays. Hitting 1 of 4 on the game so far. One ricocheted off the backboard earlier. 4:42 remains. 60-second timeout called. Watching PNTV coverage games of the day at Hominy High School. Into the paint. Post up. Shot is no good. However, we will have free throws coming up. So Hominy appears more content to do the short game, working each side of the paint and box. And on the flip side, Yale definitely trying to go for threes. Lane violation is the call, so that'll nullify our tie. Free throw is no good, and it'll be Yale Lady Bulldog ball kicking it back in. Not sure we have a substitution in player. And should resume here with the kick in. 4:27 remains, almost halfway through the second quarter. Yale has only had one lead of the game, came on the last play. I think we may have had more jump balls than we've had field goals made. It's been crazy. This shot, rebound, clears it out. Here come the Lady Bucks crossing midcourt. Sometimes there's games like that that are just kind of like head scratchers. Into the paint, post up, and Hominy reclaims the lead, 12-11. We've probably had about 8 jump balls now, and probably close to that in fouls. 2 decided styles of play. Hominy more posting up and going to the paint. Yale really working the outside perimeter, trying to get the 3 working so far. They've only had 1 go and missed about 5 now, looks like. They had wide open pass. Takes it, scores. All right. 3-point lead now for the Lady Bucks. They've led by as many as 4. And they reclaim the lead and add back to it again here, 3 minutes to go before halftime. Just off the shin. It kind of was the first problem in the start to the game. We had a double miss on the jump ball, which is very rare. So they had to re-jump it. And then the teams really have struggled to make good passes, getting each other in stride and wide open. It's gotten much better in the second quarter, but in the first, I bet you we had about 5 or 6 of them that were passed right to the opposing team. And nails it. So we're tied once again, 4-4, 6-6, 8-8, and now 14 apiece. In the paint, post up, misses the shot. Chases down the rebound, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Oops, another turnover. She's going to slow it, kicks it back over to the right, into the paint, squares up. Shot is no good. It'll be a foul. 2 free throws coming up. 2:04 remains here in the first, or correction, second quarter. And free throw number 1 is no good. 2-player substitution package coming in for Yale. It's going to be 1 for Hominy. And misses them both. However, she gets the rebound, misses the shot. Third shot opportunity will lead to fouls coming up from Miss Keegan Walker. Should be on the line to shoot a pair again inside of 2 minutes to go. And nothing but net. Hominy back on top. And swishes them both. Nicest looking free throw stroke by far of any of the shooters. Walker, an all-state player for fast pitch and also recognized as Prep Nation's most outstanding player for Class A this previous fall. Joining other Class A winners, Rylan Peavyhouse, J.C. Nichols, Carly McFerrin, Allie Tovar. We'll be doing this Sunday. We'll be meeting both of the McFerrin sisters. J.C. won our inaugural Peck Award for overcoming disabilities. And Carly, the most valuable player for Class A. They were at Hollis, now transferred into Mangum. Allie Tovar was our glove defensive player of the year. Rylan Peavyhouse, the pitcher of the year. J.C. Nichols, the overall player of the year. And Miss Keegan Walker, the most outstanding player. Into the paint, blocked, clean. Gets another opportunity, though. And down to about 1:05 to go. Correction, 1:09. Misread the clock there. Now it's 1:05. Much more patient, methodic approach by Yale here in the second quarter. A little bit of the nervous jitters and energy has gone out. Setting up another three, nails it. Yale reclaims the lead for the second time in the game. 17-6, Lady Bulldogs. Oh, ricochets off. I think that's off of number 15, though. She timed it perfectly on the defensive, on the block. She put the kibosh on the pass in the paint. However, couldn't catch the ball. And so as a result, we'll have another opportunity. Pretty similar to the first quarter where Hominy got it with 41.8 seconds to kind of close it out. It ended up turning it over a couple of times. Walker misses the jumper top of the key, and we're going to have a reach-in foul call. Couldn't quite get her hands on the ball, so number 10 will be flagged for their reach-in, 27 seconds. And heaves it. Woo! She had the straightness, just not far enough. If that had been another maybe 1 foot in, half a foot in, that would have been nothing but net. Your score at halftime, Yale 17, Hominy 16. You're watching PNTV. Bye. Okay. All right, so Hominy has extended their lead, had it reduced, brought it back. They've been consistently clocking it at about 3 points, and we have got halfway through almost the third quarter now. Opportunities for both teams to score and get this game closer. Bucks have led by as many as 4, and Yale has had the lead twice, only 1 point. All right, kicks the ball back in, 4:30 to go. Like to thank First Bank and Hominy, our coverage sponsor for today's highlights and action. And immediately the turnover. I feel like I kind of jinxed him. I think the last time I did the introduction for him as well. It was immediately a turnover, 2 or a foul. 22-19. Just got a full close-up view of the kid running down. So we're catching all kinds of fun stuff here today at Hominy. 3-point lead. Neither team able to really get many points here in the second half. It's been kind of a slow plodding affair. Posts up, misses the shot, gets her own rebound. The ball gets away from him. Walker's able to come down. She's going to go right to the hoop and score. So this is now the largest lead of the game. 5 points. Lady Bucks 24-19. And could have been a turnover there. They've got her double teamed once again, and they do get the steal. So the Lady Bucks dialing up the defense a little stronger here in the second half, paying dividends. Outside three, no good, off the mark. And here we come the opposite side, and ball gets away. Well, the non-contact ball, it'll be possession maintained by Yale. Jump shot is no good. Gets the rebound, immediately puts it back. Likewise, no good on that shot. Hominy with the rebound. And outside the three. So Hominy definitely is trying to stretch it out a little bit more as we progress along in the second half. They had primarily taken virtually all of their shots inside the paint, just outside the free throw line area. And definitely getting more aggressive on the defensive side and taking more risk now that they've got a 5-point lead. All right, Lady Bulldogs kick it in. Just missing the steal. Triple pass crosses midcourt, right on the line. Almost pulls back, does, dishes off. And we've got another triple pass once again. So each team settling into a little bit more methodical, slow pace here in the second half. Hominy up 5. They've led by 4 and then turned into 5-point lead now, their largest of the game. Reach-in ball is deflected off of the hands of the Lady Bucks. Another opportunity for Yale to get a score here. Been a while since we covered the Bulldogs. I think the last time we covered one of their games was against Shattuck in one of our Class B, may have even been a C one back when they were dropped down momentarily. But one of our football games of the day. So it's been a few years. Aaron shot, no good. Strips it loose, gets the rebound, clears it, pulls it out. And here come the Lady Bucks once again, crawling past midcourt. Double pass, triple pass, quadruple pass. Posts up and scores. Largest lead of the game, 7 points. We do have another turnover. Passes were the culprit in the first half. Second half has been more of stepping on lines or just running out of space. .1:15 remains in the third quarter. It's a chilly night tonight. A little bit of snow flurries coming up from Stillwater up until almost Cleveland. Another putback. Going to have the rare instance of a 3-point play opportunity now for Hominy. It would potentially give them their first double-digit lead of the game. And she converts. 10-point lead, Lady Bucks. Inside of 1 minute to go. And Defensive pressure starting to really get to Yale. Almost drops the ball, goes back to midcourt to regain possession. Squares up, 38 seconds to go. And now down to about 30. Bus loose, kicks it over in the corner. Triple pass deflected, stolen by Hominy. Nice hustle. Best defensive play of the game. And goes to the hoop and scores. Here's the deal. It is all Ladybugs here in the third quarter. They are turning it up and putting the pedal to the metal. Your score through three, Hominy 31, Yale 19. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage, Class A game action here at Hominy High School. Introducing portions of the Yale Bulldog basketball team coming by us. Okay. Yep, wherever you think it's safe. Fourth quarter underway. We've got a tied affair in the first quarter. Lead changes throughout the second quarter. And actually, we had a lead change, 17-16, that Yale took in at halftime. Huge third quarter. A 13-point differential gives Hominy their largest lead of the game, double digits. And they have continuously added. Yep, travel is the call there. Just kind of went multiple steps. Fourth quarter now officially underway. Just a reminder, at the conclusion of this game, we will generate a highlight reel. We'll get the boys' feed up. Today we'll do an award presentation at halftime for Keegan Walker. And then I anticipate doing an interview with her to conclude our coverage for tonight. I'd like to again thank First Bank for our coverage sponsorship tonight. We're going to have a blocking foul call. That'll go against number 11. And turns the ball over. And rolls around and goes in. 16-point lead. Wow, what a turn of events. Got a player down, so we'll pause there. Hopefully she's all right. Still attending to her. Looks like she's all right. Back up sitting. Anytime players go down on the hardwood floor, sometimes it's just the air knocked out of them. Other times, just kind of steps the wrong direction. These wood burns is what I call them. They do not feel good. They can take the breath out of you, plus the hide off your skin. All right, so we're going to resume action. 6:55 to go. And it'll be back to a side kick for Hominy. Largest lead of the game at 16 points. Like I said earlier, very wild and crazy third quarter that just absolutely blew the game wide open. Multiple lead changes in the first and second. And it has been all Hominy in the second half for sure. 18-point lead, turnover. Well, didn't seem like it was about 1 minute, 2 minutes ago max that Hominy just got up to a 10-point lead, and now it seems like they're verged to go up 20 with one more bucket right here. They've been tearing them up with that player. Post and scores. And so it is a 20-point lead. Hominy has doubled up yet. Deflects the ball. And it'll be another turnover. Wow, it is just really gone. First quarter, we had a ton of missed passes, tons of jump balls. Continued foul-palooza throughout the second quarter, but neither team got really much farther than a couple of buckets away from each other. High lead of 4 for Hominy. Multiple times it was down 2, tied. Largest that Yale was able to go up by was 1 point on 2 different occasions. And pitch and catch, man. You can't defend against that. Not with the package that you've got. I don't know why 24 set out much of the first half, but she did. No insight to add to that. Don't even want to speculate. But since she has come in, her and number 5 have just absolutely been a 1-2 punch combo. Boy, they're on them ceiling and surreal style. If you've ever seen the Lady Wildcats, it is almost like a homage paying tradition to the old full court press of the Arkansas Razorbacks back in the 80s and 90s, where they would just about jump on you from plank to plank, corner to corner, and really puts a lot of mental pressure and stress on the offense. Here we go. Another turnover. Is it going to be able to chase it down, trying to see if they'll maintain possession? So that ball is going to go off of Hominy. And block shot, going to give her an opportunity to shoot 3 free throws, I believe. And I think they have corrected that to 2 free throws. Yale has gone ice cold here in the second half. The lead was 17-16 at halftime. And Yale scored 2 points in the third quarter, and they've been held scoreless here in the fourth quarter. No matter who you play, where you play, when you play, that is a recipe for a loss. And this game has totally shifted in the second half. Off the mark again on the wide jumper. Hurls the pass up, crosses midcourt. Push off is called, so 4:34 remains, almost halfway through the fourth and final quarter. Into the paint is going to drive, dishes off though. Almost had a double pass there once again. Happened earlier in the game where there were two players kind of battling each other for possession on the same team. Nice defense. Flicks it away. Going to force them to have to kick it back in again. One hops it into the bucket. No wasted movement. Maintained her height, kept it above, and no way to get touch. And another double team. And blocked again. Nice defense. It has all come together for Hominy here in the second half. Wow. Takes it all the way to the hoop. All right, so now the debate's going to be, will there be a 30-point lead? Shocking. And no good. Substitution package coming in. Looks like we're going to have at least 4 players, all but the free throw shooter. And can't get them to go. Wow. Pass scores. Inside of 3 minutes to go. Has to pull it up again. It's been a suffocating defense virtually all half. We're going to have all reserves in now for Yale. I don't know that we have that for Hominy, but we'll see. There's not many other players on the bench. I only see 4 total sitting over there right now. There aren't many extra players they can put in, I guess. Strips it loose. 2:34 remains. No good on the shot. And the steal once again. Here come the Lady Bucks. Walker's going to take it to the hoop and score. And so Hominy does have the 30-point lead. Wow. It was a 1-point deficit for them at halftime. They were behind 17-16. And you can do the math, 2 points for Yale in the entire second half. 0 points in the fourth quarter. And 2 more players coming in. So coach gets all the players on the bench for Yale. Not sure if Hominy can't play the other 2 girls by the super tall center that did all kinds of damage coming in the third quarter. Don't know if she was a secret weapon or kind of what the reason why for not coming in sooner, but boy, she made a huge difference in the game as soon as she did come in. Down to a minute and change to go. Survival is the call. I'd like to once again thank First Bank and Hominy, our coverage sponsor for tonight's foray here at Hominy High School. Gives us an opportunity to travel the state and see talent we otherwise would not normally see. And another steal, Lady Bucks wisely holding back, would have been a 1-on-3. Gets the rest of her team in spot, and it's going to be a turnover. So the reserves have actually held their own. Funky looking wobbler pass. I'm not sure if it hit somebody's shoe and ricocheted off. 51 seconds to go. And the jumper. Woo! Here comes Yale. And just ran out of direction going the opposite way. All right, we'll have a substitution here for Hominy. Number 5 will be coming on. And their first bucket of the quarter. And a rebound, another opportunity for him to get on a little run here. And that one's going to be whacked away. 32.8 seconds to go, Hominy ball. And just heaves it. And this time we will have, they got another opportunity. And inside of 10 to go, 6. And now under 5. That'll do it, folks. Final score, Hominy 49, Yale 20.